Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I've been doing podcasting for quite a few years now, for around 6 years. And when I started 6 years ago, it was just booming. And this is an underutilized thing to use. Like it's actually, I would call it like a social media tool. But I just put a couple of facts here. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of perspective. And this is something you can do later on the track. Don't have to do it straight away. So as we want you to know, like, you just choose one or two things to concentrate on. But this is from a couple of stats from a couple of websites. So over 1.6 million Australians, they download audio or video podcasts per month, and that's quite a big thing. And 2.2 million Australians visited leading streaming music site Spotify. As you all know, Spotify, and Spotify also had I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, they started with the podcast there. So, and also Apple Podcast has got over 500,000 active podcasts, and this is actually active ones. It's probably over 1 million other podcasts there as well, and it got over 100 million, 100 languages, and there were 48 million podcast episodes on Apple Podcast, and this is from April 21. So to the 2021. So just think about this. Everyone has got a phone, and 85% listen to a podcast on the phone. So I was just thinking, if you could go to the next slide, please. Okay, so the positive things with podcasting and the benefits is a couple of years ago, Google started to create or accept podcasts as SEO searchable. And for you that don't know SEO, it's a search engine optimization. And if you have your content or if you write what it is about, you can search it on Google and you can find your podcast. And also it's a great way to create extra content. If you have a video, you can turn it into audio podcast and you can transcribe it. And from that, you can create a blog. And from a blog, you can create a book and then social media content. But this is a little bit extra information we can do in another webinar. And it's also free to start with. You can start a podcast pretty much with your phone and just download an app, and it's usually free to upload as well. And you will connect with a global audience, and it's a great way to interview and connect with people on a global level, and also connect with your audience by sharing stories. It's kind of a little bit soft marketing, and get interview on other podcasts, which actually get their audience. For example, if you have a book or you have a brand or something like that, and it increases brand awareness. I could probably talk about this for hours, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a basic understanding of the power of podcasting. But most of all with podcasting is you share stories, and through stories you share a little bit part of yourself, and you create an interest, and people come back to you. So yeah.